Hello there everybody, this is ShadowGear65 here, doing a review of an updated version of Dominion, which I think I got it this time, guys. I think I created a version of this guy to where I feel really satisfied with the way he looks. And he's a little more beefcaked, but he still has tiny hands and like all the same proportions are there. But as I normally do with these versions, I'm going to start at the bottom with the feet. Feet exactly the same. But the legs are a bit different. If I flip him around, he's a little more filled out back here. He's looking a little bit nicer. He's got two black Roxy heads here, and I wanted to have two other black Roxy heads here, but again, neglection of order and brickling parts and literally running out of Roxy heads. I have this. Later on, I will change these to black when I eventually order the parts. But for now, they're red and blue to represent both the sides that he has. Other than that, the lower legs are the same. He still has a pretty good ankle tilt here. He's got a good ball jointed leg. Bend here is, I think, exactly the same type of bend as Minion's. Like, it's not a full 90, but it's a good, maybe 80 degree bend. Well, I should say upper legs are, they're the same, to be frank. These are the same upper legs, with the exception of, his buttocks, because I added, the same pieces that are his feet, I added to the back here, add some slope bits, to kind of, one of the original intentions with the updated Dominion is I wanted to make him a little more thick. I wanted to make his legs look a little more thicker. Can't even talk. But as you can see, I kind of didn't achieve that. But from the side, it looks more of like a defined leg. Like if he were human and he would have muscles, that's where the muscles would be. And I think that looks pretty spiffy, if I may say so myself. The hip area is pretty new, and I'm fairly proud of it. I changed the hips to Hero Factory armor plates, which it still has that nice, not necessarily curved, more angular type of waist section now. Oh! Wow! Okay. Complete honesty. This is a new tripod as well. As well as having a new microphone, having a new tripod, so still trying to get used to everything. Oh, that was funny. And nothing broke on him, so he's durable. So that's fantastic. But anyway, this is the waist. Before, he really couldn't move his hips because of the way the Roxy heads were connected. Now, dude can move his hips all the way out, kind of that way. And he can't move them back because I did a bad thing. It's a durable thing. It looks really cool from the side, or from the back too. But he can't move his leg back. Well, no, so there's a little bit of give. Because on his back I added some little black pistons, which, you know, I could sharpie a ball joint. I can like add something to make the ball joint tighter. But I'm like, let's do something a little bit different. Instead, I gave him a little piston here, which is all black, so it's hidden, more or less. And it makes his legs a little bit sturdier. But because of this, it's the same problem that ShadowGear has, to where, because of the placement in the pistons on his back, he can't necessarily move his legs back. Which I'm okay with. I mean, humans can't move their legs too far back. That's a lie. Don't quote me on that, even though I will be quoted. But yeah, and, you know, it works. It's a little piston joint, and he's able to keep his leg up, which before he wasn't able to. So that's a little bonus. It's all nice. While I'm here at the back, I might as well cover what's on his back, which used to be his old breastplate. Good old white Tacadox. White Tacadox head. I nearly forgot his name. But that's on the back now, and I think that makes the back look a little bit better. It's more curved. Looks a little nicer. There are these two little pegs here, two little pins, which were supposed to hold weapons that I was going to make for this guy, but to be honest with you, I don't know what weapons to give him. I'm still completely in the blank. I don't know what to give him for weapons. I figured out Minion, and I figured out weapons to give to the other guys like Guardian and Circuit and Vespa, but I don't know what to give for this guy, so I'll figure that out as I go along. So yeah, I'll flip him back around and show you the new chest design he has, which isn't anything particularly special. You can tell what's there, but I just want to give a curved look, a little bit of a flatter chest too, to make him look a little bit more slim, but also like a little bit wide. I don't know. I think all I can say is that I think he looks better with this chest than the Tagadoc's head. I think it was a really cool design, but I felt limited in terms of like filling certain gaps and trying out different things to where it just didn't feel really fun to work around. To the arms, which have a very nice improvement. Before, you couldn't move these arms out. Guess what? Now you can! If that ball joint was tighter. But I could easily replace that ball, with a new Hero Factory joint too. Whatever. But yeah, you can move this arm out now because this is this has a little pin connection right here on the inside. I want to see if I can get in there. You can do it. Yeah. It's connected with a little Exoforce hand and one of those Technic connector pieces. So he's able to have more movable shoulders, like more posable, which is great. And to bulk out the arm a little bit more, in a version I made before this, while I was testing things out, I put the armor on the lower arms up here, which looked great, but I didn't want to order more of them because it was sort of surprisingly rare and expensive on Bricklink. So I decided, just through trial and error, to put these little spike pieces here, which I don't think look terrible. I think they look pretty cool. I think it adds to the robotic like rough look this guy has. Other than this, lower arm is exactly the same as the last time. You know, there's some bits taken out. This arm bit's moved up a little bit. Otherwise, like, it's the same arm. Hand is the same, except he has more defined fingers. And decided, I'm debating. I'm like, this guy needs bigger hands. Like, I need to do it. Couldn't think of a design. Did one better. I just added a Hero Factory armor bit there and gave him the more generic hand design. You know what? Just curling this guy into a fist and just putting the arm down. Like, I think that looks great. That looks perfectly fine. And whoa! Twice in the same review. Oh man. I'm sorry. But yes, that is that for the arms. And then there's the head, which is exactly the same as the other versions. Which means, yes, it's still a tiny head. It's still a pretty tiny looking head, comparatively. But you know what? I think it looks fine. I think the silhouette and just the build of this guy, and he's durable too. I mean, like, he may have loose ball joints, but like pieces don't fall off him quite often. So yeah, there he is. And because I still have him here next to me, let's pose him next to Minion. And that looks good. Having both of them on the shelf, I think, look just fantastic. So, that is my updated review of Dominion. Hope you guys all enjoyed them. More reviews on the way, all that jazz. Gonna try and get this tripod to work, try and get this microphone to work, and go at it from there. So, this is Shadow Gear 635, and I'll see you folks another time.